to try to do a soft spoken because I've been trying to do whisper and I just don't like it. So we're gonna first start off with some lotion. We're gonna do a little bit of eczema care right now. I don't know who watches my channel, but if you don't know, I have really bad eczema. When I have a flare up, it's pretty debilitating. This started in about, I want to say November of 2021. I actually noticed this on my scalp. I've always had eczema ever since I was little, but it's never been on my hands. And I noticed this when I was watching my family members' dogs. I woke up in the morning and I had a weird patch on my head, and I itched it, and it was like a yellow patch. And I realized it was like ooze or something. So I washed my head. I had recently dyed my hair the day before, and I washed my head, and I went to Thanksgiving, and I showed my mom, and she's like, "Yeah, you have like a rash on your scalp." And then it just spiraled from there, and it went from my scalp straight to my hands, and it has not left my hands. The only time it leaves is like in the summer, but I live in Illinois, so it's been cold. I should have put that away. Those are towels. I tore apart my closet because I was trying to find my mic, and this phone only does Bluetooth, so all of my equipment that I spent a bunch of money on during the pandemic to do ASMR is useless, except the tripod that I'm using. Pretty awesome. But yeah, today I'm painting my nails. And speaking of eczema, it's the first time I'm painting my nails in, actually, to be honest, it's been a month. It hasn't been that long, but it's been a long time since I've like actively painted my nails in like a fun way. I used to do fake nails all the time. I used to do glue on. I used to design, stuff like that. And I just kind of got lazy and stopped. And now that my hands are very dry and cracking, and it's very painful, I try not to put anything on my nails because I don't want to cause an irritant. But at this point, I'm kind of convinced that they're going to be irritated no matter what. So I've just kind of given up on leaving them alone. Speaking of scalp, yeah, I don't really have anything in particular that I want to talk about today besides, actually, yeah, and I don't script these. I'm just kind of like, oh, I want to film, and maybe I'm procrastinating something, maybe I don't know. But today, while I'm doing this, which will only take a couple minutes, I want to talk about grace. Is something that I feel like a lot of us are missing these days. And what I mean by grace is just patience and acceptance for ourselves, our situation, and others, and other people's situations. I've noticed this recently in my own life in particular situations I won't talk about for privacy purposes, but I feel like as a society we don't give each other and ourselves enough grace, because we're all struggling. Literally every single one of us is struggling with something, whether it's depression, anxiety, physical ailments, spiritual struggles, trying to find ourselves, trying to find the right jobs, trying to find the right partner, yada yada yada. Because it's so easy to judge others when you don't know their situation. It's so easy to say, oh, well, if I was in their shoes, I'd do this. Or if I was them, I'd do this. Or I would say this. Or I would have done this. Or I can't stand her or him because they're always like this. And there are some cases where that's understandable. You know, I've worked with people I can't stand, where it's like I can't even show them even a little bit of grace, or I can't understand where they're coming from. But I feel like grace starts within ourselves. If we give ourselves grace, we're able to give other people grace. And I almost want to challenge whoever's watching to do something this coming week that shows yourself a little grace. And by that, it could be, let's say you're just not feeling yourself, and you look in the mirror and say, you know what, I don't look too bad today. I did that this morning. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but I lost 50 pounds on this program, and I stopped doing it. I met someone who was not healthy for me, and I literally gained it all back. Now I'm in a healthy relationship, but I still have that weight on because I'm in a healthy relationship. We eat together, we lay around, be lazy together. So I still have that weight on. And sometimes I find myself beating myself up about it. Like, oh, Dreamy, you spent this much money on, this coach, this diet, everything. And, you weigh almost as much as you did when you first started. It's really easy to do that. So easy. Especially when you see like the old pictures and stuff of your progress. But lately I've been trying to allow myself grace. Like, okay, right now you need to focus on just waking up in the morning, just getting dressed, just taking care of your eczema, keeping your stress levels low, that kind of thing. I wiped lotion on my lip. And sometimes that's all you can do. And I've heard that before from other people online, like, oh, I'm proud of you for getting out of bed. And I used to think it was so cheesy. But now that I have something that causes me so much fatigue, so much brain fog, so much, like, my life is consumed by treating my eczema. There's things I can't do because of it. I used to be able to stick my bare feet in the creek after work. I would go down to this creek and I would stick my bare feet in, and I'd pray and I'd meditate, and I can't do that anymore because of the cuts on my feet. They get infected. I can't walk barefoot in the grass without the grass poking my cuts or burning. I can't go anywhere without these special socks that I have, and I can't wear my nice fancy shoes without it hurting because I can't wear socks with like sandals or high heels. So there's a lot of things that I've had to give up because of my ailments. But then I try to sit and think, you know what? Because of this ailment, I'm focusing more on my skin. I'm focusing more on my health. I am actually focusing on, okay, what can I do to reduce this ailment? And I feel like it's so easy to beat yourself up on, oh, what was me? I wish I could change this. I wish I could do this. We all do it. But sometimes you have to allow yourself a little grace. I keep reminding myself, when this does clear up, because it will, because it always has, and then it'll come back. When this does clear up, am I going to be able to cherish my skin more? When all these cuts go away, when all this pain goes away, when I can stop salting my wounds and using specialty creams and all this stuff, will I be able to appreciate my skin when it clears up? And I think the big answer is yes. Because I'm so aware of my body, because I'm so aware of my skin, I think that when it does get better, I'll be able to appreciate, you can't have rainbows without a little rain. And again, that's easier said than done. I did not feel like this the other day. And that's okay. I did not feel like this when I was at work and I have to use my hands. I have to wash my hands a lot because I interact with the public. I did not feel like this when it's literally a struggle to get out of bed. I wake up and my hands and feet are throbbing. There's a heartbeat almost. And you have people in your life telling you, oh, you just have dry skin, oh, you're always tired, oh, you're always this, you're always that. Yeah, I have a condition, like, it's autoimmune, like fatigue, all this stuff that follows. Fatigue is a big one for me right now. But it's really important that we give ourselves grace. And then once we're able to do that, we can try, at least I hope, to give others grace and try to understand, you know what? I was having a bad day yesterday. Maybe they're having a bad day today. Let me just walk away. Or, you know what? I'm in a lot of pain. I bet they're really tired. I know someone who is working 2 jobs and goes to school full time, and they never complain. And I wish I was that person. I really do. They are so good at turning off how stressed they are, how much in pain they are, how much their feet hurt, how much their brain hurts. They're able to just show up and put a smile on their face. But then there's some people like me who we wear our heart on our sleeve. How we feel is imprinted on our face. I can't change that. I have been like this since I was, Lord only knows how old, and I think it's important to recognize that we're all struggling. It's not fair that we're all struggling. It's not fair that some of us hide it better. But I think taking it out on the people who can't hide it is not fair either. I'm one of those people, and lately I've been running into that situation where I can't hide how I feel. I walk into a room, and if I'm tired, I look tired. But I look tired right now because I could definitely take a nap. If I'm happy, you can see it. If I'm frustrated, you can see it. My eyebrows stay like this the entire day. And that's just me. That's just how God made me. And trust me, I've tried to change, and it ain't happening. It ain't happening. I've actually gotten a lot better, but there's only so much you can change about who you are and how you react to things and how you move through life. And I think, yeah, that's my main point is this week, and I'm saying this for myself, is I really want to become more graceful, grace-giving, grace-receiving. And that's what I'm doing today, actively, is giving myself grace. Reminding myself that I'm not alone when it comes to struggling with my weight, struggling with confidence, struggling with my inner thoughts, because those never stop. Even right now as I'm speaking, there's thoughts that are going through my head that are telling me to stop recording, don't post this, re-record it. And I'm not going to do that. I'm putting myself out there. And yeah, let me know in the comments if any of this resonated with you, or if you relate to any of this. Sorry if it's kind of deep, but I think there's something to be said about grace. Grace is the word that we all need to embody, because this world needs more grace, and it starts with you and I. So yeah, there really wasn't much I had to add to that. I am done painting my nails. This is it. Just one coat of, sorry, it takes me a while to close and open things because it hurts. But Aphrodite's Pink 90. This is a very calming color, but I like it because it's not too pink. It's like a natural, it's pink, but it's not like boom pink, you know. It's the first time I'm having colored nails in a while, and I actually kind of like it. I don't love how short my nails are, but I've had to cut them short because of my eczema, so I don't scratch in my sleep. I wanted to talk about. Hope this video isn't too long, but I hope you have a great week ahead of you, and give yourself some grace.